Greetings. This is going to be a all 12 read, starting with Capricorn, ending with Sagittarius. No tarot for today. I'm going to use my own personal oracle decks, angel messages, and horse messages. So, perfect. Hi, Lurkin. Okay, so for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, starting with the horses. What to do? All right, so a lot of my Capricorns are going through the underbelly of a situation. Whatever you're going through right now is going to take a lot of determination, a lot of drive, a lot of focus. Now, Capricorns can be really hard-headed, really demanding, commanding. And Spirit is saying, Capricorn, that perhaps try on a more playful, determined approach rather than demanding, determined approach. There's an energy here of allowing your education to show, Spirit is saying, and that is how more abundance comes in. For a lot of my Capricorns, you're naturally supposed to be extremely abundant when it comes to wealth, stability. Capricorns are, the taskmaster in hearing, also the entrepreneur, the business owner, the multi-business owner. There's an energy here, Capricorn, of also investing in your education at every level, and I'm hearing, first of all, there's an energy of your name being spoken in rooms that your feet have not walked yet, and there's also an energy here of you'll have a seat at any table if you focus on your own table right now. So kind of going back to the energy from yesterday's reading of David Goggins, fuck the table, sit by your fucking self energy. There's an energy here, Capricorn, of having that mentality, and I'm seeing, Jesus breaking bread, and I'm seeing, it come into multi-loaves, taking the fish, making it thousands of fish. I'm seeing multiplication here. We also have an energy of healing at the bottom of the deck here. Capricorn, this is really beautiful energy. So some of my Capricorns could be having a really strong healing journey. There could be something here of like you've been battling something for a while, and so you're determined to heal. And Spirit says that it is with this heart, with this drive, that you will be able to get through this, that you will heal and be that much stronger. We also have Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, man sharpens man. So there's this energy, Capricorn, that you're going through life's gym right now. And obviously, that is going to be an education because it's kind of life school as well. And it's a spiritual, emotional workout as it is also physical. You could see the numbers 2, 7, 2, 27, any renditions of 2s and 7s. There's also an energy here of physical exercise is actually extremely important for you emotionally and spiritually for your evolution. And some of my Capricorns could often attract or be attracted to situations and dynamics where it's kind of coyote and roadrunner, so fight and flight. We also have 5s. You could be dealing with a Leo. There is a new phase here. Capricorns don't really like change, so you can also have to be determined to get through this transition. There's an energy of adaptation. You could also be dealing with a Taurus. There's an energy here, Capricorn, of having 360 vision. Some of you guys could be getting into drones or drone photography or videography for whatever. You could be exploring, being pushed to explore an adventure, Capricorn, at this time. And some of my Capricorns could be feeling kind of stuck or directionless at this time as well. Anything else? Some of my Capricorns, you are in a marathon, and that's why you have the determined card, the determined energy here. Spirit says to get through the marathon, you must break the marathon into smaller bits, digestible bits, so taking smaller bites. So some of my Capricorns, this can also directly correlate to your food, the mastication process actually in your mouth, actually chewing your food more thoroughly before swallowing. So there's something here, Capricorn, about like chewing your food more or taking smaller bites here. We also have Ladders, the song by Mac Miller, when it all comes falling down and all I want to do is free your mind. So there's an energy here, Capricorn, of the glass house shattering. All right, going to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, starting with the horses. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are coming into a phase of camaraderie, teamwork, and your anger, your aggression, your heat for a situation, your gusto, and somebody else's can be clashing at this time, Aquarius. There's an energy of camaraderie is needed for things to move forward at all in a situation. There's actually a lot more support than you realize in a situation, Aquarius. This can also be one of those situations where, Aquarius, you or the other person could just be so sensitive right now because of other external factors that when it comes to this situation specifically, you take it really personally or you get really upset, and it's not even that you're mad at the person, but you're just like snapping and you're just acting a certain way because of your aggression and anger in another area of life. So Spirit is saying here, Aquarius, to just say it like you mean it, say things up front, and also let people be aware whenever, certain factors are affecting your mood, are affecting maybe your demeanor, your energy. There's an energy here, Aquarius, of definitely needing to exclaim your truth, because some of my Aquarians have kind of been living under a shell, under the bed, I'm hearing. There's an energy here, Aquarius, of some of you have been living in a specific way to keep the peace, but it's not even keeping the peace because the people that you're trying to keep the peace with have no say on like the rest of your life, no say, on your older years or this or that, or, they're not you, and they're not like a life partner. Maybe like, sure, family members are important, but they're not your life. So you're doing things to try and please other people, and you're not happy, and they're not even really observing it, or they don't even really care as much as some of my Aquarians think they do. Like, some of my Aquarians could really think that their family members would like really judge them. This could be for an Aquarius who like swings both ways, or an Aquarius who is just, flat out realizing they like the same gender. And there could be an energy here of feeling like when you tell your family, like they're going to freak out. And when you come out, everyone's like, oh yeah, we already knew. There's that kind of energy for Aquarius, and that could go, either gender or whatever, or you could be dealing with someone in your family and you're like, oh yeah, there's someone in our family that like hasn't come out yet, but none of us care. And, when they finally do, then, it's like, it's a thing. Aquarius, there's also an energy here of expectations, to release expectations and to be more positive, rather than having an expectation for something to go a certain way or to have a certain result. Focus, Aquarius, on being so happy in the present moment, being so positive about the exact environment where you are in this moment, the exact breath you're taking, where your feet are, in your decisions, who you're with. There's something here of just making every choice with conscious positivity, Spirit is saying. Conscious positivity. So choosing to look at every situation like the glass is half full, and not from a naive space, but from a space of being so present and being, just so with the situation, that you're willing to really get the full 360 view here, and not just the narrow lens, which is your own, but there's like a stepping out. And this is very Aquarius energy, so it makes sense, because Aquarius is like the alien, the kind of like out of body type, like okay, we feel weird, we're just going to be on our planet over here and have no feelings, but also feel all the feelings at once, and like, what do we do with this? There's that kind of energy with Aquarius. And so there's definitely something here about being able to zoom out from yourself, detach from the individual, and it puts you into a more humanitarian space, which is really what Aquarius is humanitarian when it comes down to like, okay, on the astral energetic scale, what needs to happen to move the evolution forward and bring balance, but also some adventure. Okay, these cards, Aquarius. Oh, this is going to be a long reading. Probably like last night. We have good fruit. So some of my Aquariuses, you got that good, that juicy. So some of my, Aquarians could be getting it on. We have rain, so definitely, let's get it on. You're hearing that song by Marvin Gaye. Some of my Aquarians, it's raining where you're at, and a lot of you guys are just like inside, masturbating, having sex, eating good fruit. There's that energy, Aquarius. I just have to say it. You're just like getting cozy with yourself or with someone else, and you're like having your good snacks. Oh yeah, we have begging. Someone's begging for it. Someone wants someone to beg for it. Aquarius, you want to beg for it. Okay, but you have to retreat. And break away. Oh, okay. This is an unrequited situation, Aquarius. Someone is like fiending over the other person, and the other person is trying to break away. Put that, wherever that fits for what side you're on or they're on, but someone is definitely trying to break away from a situation. And the person that they're breaking away from has no idea that they want to break away, Aquarius. So, curious. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Pisces. Pisces, we have hope. I like this. And teamwork. Okay, so for some of my Pisces, you've never really experienced like that true deep feeling of team, and it's something that is intimate to you. It's something that you really desire, especially as you like come into your own, as you come into your craft, as you step through to the next rites of passage in life. You're in this, we have true friend as well. You're in this phase where you're like, I want to expand, and expansion means partnership. And so for some of my Pisces, you do this through children and through animals. If you haven't found like a spouse or a lover, you're someone who's like, but I have my animals, or I have my children. If you're a single parent, there's this energy here. If you have a true friend in them, you have teamwork there, and that gives you both hope to like expand the tribe further. Pisces, there's a energy here of, I'm seeing like a pod of like dolphins just like jumping and swimming and all breaching. There's 10 of them, specifically 10. So there's the completion of a cycle here, Pisces, and the beginning of a new cycle. But there's a seed of hope. Hope is not a way out of a situation, it's a way through a situation. So some of my Pisces, you could be at the, you're at the last straw, you're on your last thread with a situation, with a person. Some of you, it's even with a true friend. Some of my Pisces are wanting to mend something here with a true friend that they've had some sort of falling out with. And it's like you're hopeful that you guys can get back on the same track. You're hopeful because you've seen what this team is capable of doing in previous years. You know what this team can do. You know what you can provide for the team. You know what the other people can provide for the team, Pisces. So there's something here. This could also be with work situations. Yeah, we have forgiveness. So for a lot of my Pisces, and joy. So for a lot of my Pisces, you want to get over like power struggles, control issues, or passive aggressiveness. You want to forgive a situation. Like there could have been a situation here that kind of exploded, Pisces. There's definitely here where someone has to forgive something, but at the beginning and end of every day, the first forgiveness has to be to thyself. There's an energy of you have to forgive yourself fully before you can truly and deeply forgive another person, Pisces. So there's an energy here of a lot of my Pisces are perhaps you say that you've forgiven a situation, but certain things will happen and you'll feel triggered, or your heart rate will increase, or you'll be up at night and you're thinking, or you'll have like really intense dreams and you're like, okay, what is it? And Spirit's like, it's because you're avoiding the situation of forgiving yourself for what you did in the situation, for your half, for what you took part in that dynamic, Pisces. So there's an energy here of self-ownership with the pioneer. So Pisces, it's all about the self. It's just it's the ego. And so it's, burning away your ego. It's knowing that situations, whereas they aren't always mirrors of what's inside, they are mirrors mostly for, what's inside, or to uphold whatever limiting belief that you're having. And so if you're not liking the experiences that you're having, it's because you're having limiting beliefs that you're operating by. You're like, well, I couldn't work and do XYZ. I couldn't have a job that's like this, and I have to work and it has to be hard. And so because of that, Pisces, you keep manifesting that for yourself. And so rather than just living as and speaking it into fruition and existence of like how you're going to live, what your standards are, and who cares about people from the past if they're looking at you and thinking that, oh, you're being this way or that way. No, you're reinventing yourself, Pisces, and you're allowed to reinvent yourself as many times as you like, as many times a day, as many times a week, as many times a month. Evolution is a good thing. Pioneering the way. We have the Magician card, Pisces. You have literally all 4 aces that you need to really get this show on the table, get this show on the road, get this what on the table? To get this show on the table is what Spirit's saying. This is, again, an energy of you cannot receive the love that you're desiring until you're truly providing that for yourself on a consistent basis, and not just like providing it in a way where you're like, okay, am I doing it long enough? Am I doing it long enough so God can give me my partner now? It's like, no, it has to be like, I'm good. Me and my animals, or me and my plants, or me and my whatever it is, me and my musical instruments, like we're good. We don't need anything. And you have to be really living in that. And it's like, that's when the abundance comes rolling in, Pisces. There's also something here about allowing yourself to become more confident. It's like you're too cloudy in a situation, Pisces, because you aren't allowing yourself to truly see your final form. with the crown, Pisces. Put a crown on it, Pisces. Oh my gosh, I love this. You're a freaking king. You're a queen, Pisces. Like, let yourself see your final form and, you know, fuck the table, sit by your fucking self so you can be Suilo, the sun card, the rune. I was thinking of doing runes for this, but I just did that one single rune. And for Pisces, I think that rune is for Pisces. So Pisces, look up the rune Suilo. And now we'll go on to Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I will save this and timestamp it afterwards, you guys. And if you would like a personal reading, you may message me. All right. Aries, we have hope, and we also have exclaim. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces, or have Aquarius or Pisces in your chart. Again, Aries, there's a situation here of having made yourself small for a situation, not being your true self because of fear of, you know, being outcast in a situation. There's something here where you had to just put your foot down. You had to exclaim your true self. There's an energy here of just being yourself and, you know, saying c'est la vie, kind of going back to the Casey Musgraves, you can't be everybody's cup of tea energy. There is an energy here, Aries, of release. So absolutely there's a walking away from a situation that was not for your highest self, that did not look out for you. Yeah, purification. Can't make this up. Release and purification. So Aries, whatever was, you know, whatever you were connected to previously or whatever you are releasing right now, know that you are supposed to purify this from your life. This is definitely a situation of energy that was vampiring from you, taking way more than you know, what was provided in a situation. There's total imbalance here. And so Spirit is saying there is an energy of freeing yourself from any regret, any attachment, any expectations, kind of going back to the Aquarius reading with expectations. There's an energy here of hope for a new slate, a new future. We have partnerships. We have clarity. So there's an energy here of you're going to have clarity in a situation, even if it seems cloudy right now. And there's an energy of breaking free. And I'm hearing this song. Is it Queen? I want to break free. All right, and Aries, you have final form and crown again. Okay, so for a lot of my Aries, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Yeah, you break away. So you broke away or you're breaking away from a situation, Aries. You are moving so that you can be free to be in your final form and free to exclaim your true self. We have these horses galloping. Oh, I should show these cards because they are really pretty. So Aries, this is your energy. It's kind of like Four of Wands, and Four of Wands is home, it's stability. Purple, magenta, pinks, orange. This could be, you know, these could be good colors for you, but also waking up and watching the sunrise, watching the sunset, so you can be around those colors. Hello, fellow Aries. I love it. There's an energy here, Aries, of expressing your appreciation and gratitude for a situation. There's also an energy of doing a gratitude journal at this time that would really bring in extra abundance for you. I have to tell you guys about this. So I go in and out of seasons where I will wake up and I'll write 10 things I'm grateful for. And before I go to bed, I'll write 10 things I'm grateful for. And then sometime in the afternoon, I'll do another 10. So I do it 10, 10, 10. And I did this at the last show season at WEF, and on the third day that I did it, I went to the horse show and I went to get a lemonade and they only took cash and I didn't have any cash, and I was like, oh darn, okay, I guess I'm not going to get a lemonade. And I started walking off, and some family like went up and got a lemonade, and like their daughter like ran after me and literally was like, here, like my parents got you this lemonade. And I was just like, so there's an energy, Aries, of, you know, what you put out, you get back. So there's an energy of, if anyone wants to look at you a certain way for showing extra appreciation or wanting little trinkets of gratitude, expressing gratitude, you know, there's another energy of always having a fresh bouquet of flowers in your home. That's always an inviting energy. Certain things like closing your toilet seat lids, so that's a feng shui thing of like energy going out if you keep the lid up, so always keep the lid down. So Aries, these kind of things can be little ways and little trinkets that can help you purify and release the vampiric energy of the past and fully cleanse and allow yourself to completely be transformed into your final form, Aries. All right, Aries, we have, oh yeah. So Aries, probably the situation or the person or the people that you were previously dealing with, They chose basic bitches. They chose just like basic bitches so that they could build them up however they wanted them. They could tell them what to do. They could just, you know, you do this. They didn't want any individuality. They didn't care about, there's just no care. There's like, you are a robot, mechanical human, and you do what master says. You're a slave. This is master. Master tells slave what to do. Slave better not talk back to master, or master will be terrible to slave. It was a dynamic just like that, Aries. And so this could be in any sort of relationship, family, romantic, friendships, work. So there's an energy of you being like, no, you're not going to let that happen. Try telling an Aries, you know, that it's like, that's not going to happen. So there's an energy of you got them fucked up from sticking up for yourself, Aries. So now we're going on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Taurus. And love that you just got a journal. That's a great exercise to begin with. And I promise you, you'll see things happen. Like you go into a drive-through and you pull up and the people are like, oh yeah, they just bought your drink, or they just bought your, things like that happen. All right, so a lot of my Tauruses, you're also clearing from a situation. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn because we have determination here. So some of my Tauruses, you are determined to clear something from your path. You feel like things keep getting in your way. I'm seeing like an anime show where like someone's like running and these things are just like darting, and the Taurus is like, hut, 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 and the Taurus is like dodging, doing all these like crazy moves to dodge the energy, and they're like determined, they're really focused, they have their drishti. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. A lot of my Tauruses, you can also be breaking clear of any sort of depression or self-doubt or like moping, feelings of deep mistrust. There's definitely issues of mistrust going on here, Taurus. And asking yourself like where that really comes from. And I'm seeing specifically for Taurus, definitely getting some flowers for the home would be really, really good. Also an energy here of the skin needs sunshine, Taurus. Your skin needs sunshine. There's an energy of breathing fresh air. So some of my Tauruses, you may be in the office too much or inside too much. You know, obviously where you live is going to affect that in your schedule. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Taurus. Again, if you guys would like a personal reading with me, hit me up. All right, so for some of my Tauruses, you could be dealing with an Aries. There's an energy here of appreciation and gratitude. Again, journaling your gratitude, 10 things that you're grateful for in the morning, 10 things in the afternoon, 10 things at night. You guys, you can even do this on your cell phone, under notes. Like, you don't even have to do it pen and paper, although I will say pen and paper is a lot more powerful. I definitely swear by ink to paper. Some of my Tauruses, there is an energy here of just, yeah, like I said, you're sitting too much. You need to move more. You need to do more have more circulation in your body, at least stretching. Like if you have a job that you have to sit all day, then at least, you know, twice an hour, do some stretches or like walk around the office, or, you know, change how you're sitting or stand, get a standing desk. There's also an energy, Taurus, of there's a lot of love in a situation. There could be a husband and wife energy here. We have Emperor and Empress vibes. We also have Egyptians. So some of my Taurans, you could have an Egyptian past life here. Some of my Taurans, you are going to be offered a golden opportunity, or someone's going to be someone's going to be offering you a golden opportunity is what they're saying. Someone's been watching you. There could also be something here about getting gifts, like getting jewelry, getting a new watch. You could also be having something passed down to you, like a family heirloom of sorts. And some of my Tauruses, people are looking at you like, bitch, you got me fucked up. The song by G-Eazy. So, judge. Because you're making moves and you're reinventing yourself. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. So for some of my Taurans, there's an energy here, people looking at you like, what? And you're like, what? You're allowed to evolve. I'm allowed to evolve. He's, she's, like, we're all allowed to evolve. We're all allowed to change. We're all allowed to live and make changes and moves in our life. So what? And that's where we're at, Taurus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. Woo. Sage wisdom. Gemini, you are also clearing. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You are completing a cycle and experiencing an ending at this time in your life, Gemini, now or soon, or you just did. You've accumulated a lot of wisdom, and your understanding is being called upon to remember and use all of the lessons that you've learned. Endings can be painful, and there's a lot of grief. I'm being told to read this card. I haven't been reading these. Express your emotions in this situation, Gemini. That's probably why. Do not suppress your pain, but allow it to keep flowing steadily every day like a river. So, Gemini, get in the river of pain rather than trying to like blast it out. Or surfing above it. Let yourself float like a lazy river. There's an energy here, Gemini, of allowing yourself, to have comfort. So comfort foods, comfort clothes, comfort movies I'm seeing for a lot of my Geminis here. Spirit is saying honor the grief. Allow yourself to sit in grief with whatever it is that you have lost or when this happens. There's an energy again of clearing. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have union. So for some of my Geminis, there could be a breakup here of sorts or leaving of a job situation because the truth came out. We have John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, and the life. All that is real is anchored in truth. 10 people can look at the same thing and see it differently. They can see 10 different truths. We are beings whose truth is anchored in the purest flow of divine energy. The more we allow this energy to vitalize us, the more truth of our lives manifests. So there's definitely an energy here, Gemini, of examining a situation and understanding that your truth is going to be different than everybody else's truth. And that's okay, Gemini. It's perfect as it is. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're compatible. Because there's something here where it's like you can spark the other person's creativity or they can spark yours, or there's something of seeming perfection about a situation, but someone just can't avoid the truth of the matter. Like, we're perfect partners, we're perfect this or that, but I just don't love you. Like, I just don't want to be here. Like, I love all the people that I work with. I get paid great, but this isn't what I want to do. My heart just, I don't love this work. There's an energy like that, Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Yep. We have Ladders by Mac Miller. So when it all comes falling down. So Gemini, someone feels like something that they've been doing has been like a marathon and it is all it's about to all come falling down unbridled. Yep, unbridled and big mad. Whew, okay, Gemini. Someone could be big mad. This is power and control issues. Imagine if I listened to what I hate, I gotta say. I never let a broke bitch, or I never give a broke bitch any time of day. Ladders came out just a second time. So Gemini, you could feel like you're falling off the ladder. You could feel like someone could feel like you're pushing them off the ladder so that you can climb up the ladder. There's definitely an energy here, though, Gemini, of ladders and levels. Geminis, also be cautious of what you're eating this week and next week. Something here about the stomach or drinking. We definitely have something here about the liver. So I'd say check it on the alcohol. Maybe limit just 1 drink a day, then maybe 4 a week. Maybe you can get it down to like 2 or 3 a week, something like that. Gemini, we have I see your true colors. So the truth definitely came out in a situation, but here's the thing. Someone is kind of blowing it out of proportion slightly, but it's only because of how much they care in a situation, but they are projecting quite a lot in this situation, Gemini. Yeah, we have something comes with the gene pool. Gemini, someone's like, well, yeah, it's just in my genes. In my genes. Is there any more room for me in the genes? Oh yeah, lightning. Okay. Some of my Geminis, yeah, if you're not careful, you could have someone's panties in a twist, or you could have somebody else's panties in a twist, or someone could have yours in a twist. Go slow in a situation. We have yellow, yellow, yellow. So Gemini, eating foods that are yellow would be good for you this week. Also wearing the color yellow would also be great. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have grace. And that's all that's coming out. Bottom of the deck, we have no turning back. So some of my Cancers, there's no turning back on a situation. And because of that, you are going to have grace. I'm hearing there's beauty in the breakdown. There's beauty in the breakdown. Oh my gosh, who sings that song? There's beauty in the breakdown. It's an old alternative song. Go look up that song. You have received grace and many natural gifts have or are being bestowed upon you. Now is the time to heighten your awareness and express your grace. Grace is a small distinction. So Cancer, there's something here about less is more, 2 ears, 1 mouth, listen more than you speak. There's something here, Cancer, about how you present yourself, how you carry your body, you know, shoulder blades together, open your collarbones, lift the sternum, engage the core, like abdomen in, you know, like sitting on your sits bones, like making sure your pelvic bowl is level and balanced. There's an energy here, Cancer, of like having more grace and more intention with your body posture. Posture is just coming out huge, Cancer. So really focusing on the posture. It's almost an energy of, you know, when parents say like, keep making that face, it'll get stuck like that. Cancer, there's an energy here of keep slumping like that, you'll get stuck like that. So definitely something here with the posture, but also Cancer, it's like, there's a beauty in the pause. And that's grace. Cancer. Purification. So some of my Cancers could be dealing with, was that Aries and Taurus that had purification maybe? Or Pisces and Aries? So some of you guys are purifying yourself from a situation. Birth, you are being birthed into a new situation, or some of my Cancers could be getting a new pet, opening a new line of work here, starting a new line of work. You could be talking about having kids with your spouse, with your partner. You could be caring for kids, fostering kids. You feel like there's an energy of this, whatever it is that you're birthing, whatever it is that you're purifying yourself for so that you can birth and bring this new thing into fruition. You feel like it is a part of your purpose. It is your guiding North Star. It is what you're meant to be doing. You feel that in your bones, Cancer, and you know it. So there's an energy that, Cancer, I'm talking to, you have been purified through your experiences, and because of this, you see the way, you see the light, you know what your purpose is, and you have the grace to steadily and calmly allow the tide, like your natural tide, to move you towards that. And there's a power in that, Cancer, because it's like a slow, steady push, like the tide, but it's rhythmic and it's penetrative. So like the masculine here is like really satiated, and it's feminine because it's water and it's the ocean and it's flow and it's a wave. And so there's an energy, Cancer. A lot of my Cancers are learning to really balance your poles, and some of my Cancers could really kind of like lean both ways. They could be like, well, I kind of like girls and I like boys, or no, like whatever. There's like I'm just hearing that for some Cancers. Now we have the only way I found myself was through enduring the worst things possible. And then we have the best thing to ever happen to me was no one helped me. So some of my Cancers, you could have had a rough patch in your life or a time in your life where you just were really thugging it out. That's what Spirit's saying. Where you just had to like you were struggling through a situation. And you just had the best thing that ever, it was the best thing that ever happened to you. It built calluses on your brain, calluses on your hand, calluses on your heart, but it also gave you more grace. It gave you more wisdom in a situation. We have heart here, so your heart definitely got stronger. There's an emphasis, Cancer, on the hair, your face, skin, mouth, eyes, ears, and teeth. So Cancer, you could be, taking extra care of your teeth, getting like a water pick flosser or whatever. I don't know. Getting a water pick for your teeth, that's just what I'm hearing. You could be doing like natural whitening things like coconut oil pulling and things like that, focusing on your hair health, focusing on your skin in general, looking up products, making different concoctions and whatnot. Cancer, there's something here about stepping stones. We also have a golden opportunity, and you could be making stepping stones towards this golden opportunity, or it could be making strides towards you. Cancer, someone wants you to stay. You will be receiving a message of good news this week. We have, I don't know what song it's from, but it's alt J lyrics. I could hold on to the memory of that day for the rest of my life. So some of my Cancers, you have a memory about someone that's really vivid in your mind, or they have a memory of you, or you guys both have this memory, you both share this memory. You could be about to communicate to this person. You have the throat chakra, so definitely something here about communication. We also have the bouquet, which is a token, a gift, appreciation, a present. So with someone communicating a message and some sort of gift. We also have inch by inch, row by row. I'm going to make that garden grow. Success is what you invest in consistently daily, not what you like floor and bomb in a certain time and then like abandon. So there's something here, just like I was saying, Cancer, about the steady penetrative wave of the tide coming in. There's also the energy of the song Greatness by David Goggins, where he says it takes all the non-cognitive skills to be great. All the non-cognitive skills. So courage, hard work, self-discipline, and to never be ashamed of what life made you. All right, after Cancer, we have Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Start with the horse cards. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo. Ooh, my phone better not die. Ooh, way too many cards. Okay, well, some of my Leos, you have a barrier in your way and you just have to break free out of that. There's no turning back once you exclaim your truth, Leo, but you must, and do it, you shall. You have innocent in a situation. You are innocent. You have to exclaim your innocence in a situation, because Leo, if you don't, then someone else could try and set you up. That's what I'm hearing. That's what the bird's saying. So my Leos, yeah, you have to be confident in a situation. You have to exclaim your truth. You just have to step up to the plate and be exactly who you are, Leo, and let these bitches know that they cannot with you, okay? Okay, Leo? Do not let them with you. Don't do it. You are innocent in this situation. And someone's trying to set you up. And I really hope this isn't you trying to set someone else up, because Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have integrity, so there's definitely something here of integrity. Now for my Leos that situation doesn't come up specifically, there's an energy here of you've never been so confident in your life that this is exactly, like you had barriers towards a certain way of life before with no turning back and barriers, okay. What I'm seeing here for some of my Leos, there's a situation of there were certain barriers in your life before that prevented you from higher levels of commitment, from certain level of success in your work, from having a family. And it's like, then something happened and you were just put into the situation. You know, you're a parent all of a sudden, you're married all of a sudden, you're like, what? And it's like, but being in this situation has reinstilled, or it's reinstating your innocence, and it's providing you with a deeper confidence that's allowing you to exclaim your truth in an entirely new way and an entirely new expression. Now that's only for my Leos that have really gone through some things and who are parents. For the other Leos, the first message applies. Now, sorry about that, but it's what Spirit said. So we have harmony here and birth. So exactly, for some of my Leos who, just became parents, or just, got into a real serious commitment, just got engaged, just got a house with somebody, things like this, like just signed a huge contract with work. There's an energy of birthing a new situation, purifying the past, and you're doing this out of integrity because this provides you with harmony and you have clarity on this situation because you have gone through this rites of passage. Now for other of my Leos, you're being called out from a lack of integrity, and you have to purify this energy to reinstill harmony in your life and to rebirth as something new. So there's two very specific Leos that I'm speaking for here. And you also might be a Leo that's neither of those two. So remember, you guys, this isn't going to match for everybody. We have blocked. So for some of my Leos, again, for the first Leo, I'm sorry, but Spirit's like they're blocked. Like they're just blocked. And so Spirit's like something has to happen because some of my Leos have been living out of integrity and they've been just blocked. And so Spirit says they have to just kind of like, I'm seeing Rafiki in The Lion King, like boop. Whenever he like boops him, I'm seeing Spirit like, Leos, watch out, Spirit wants to boop you. For other of my Leos who have gone through this transformation, there's an energy of, when you up level to, when you live this new life, Leo, you have to block certain people and certain energies out. And don't feel ashamed about that. It's just how it is. Yeah, for some of my Leos, made me work a little bit faster. Made me that much stronger. It made my skin a little bit thicker. Fighter by Christina Aguilera. Thanks for making me a fighter. I want to thank you. At first, I wanted to hate you, but instead I thank you. So there's that energy, Leo. Something's making you stronger. There's something in the water. Something in the water, Leo. Okay, yeah, something's lurking here. You got to speak your truth. And hearing the song Lurkin' by Chris Brown, look up those lyrics, listen to that song. Leo, we also have an energy, be careful that your experiences are not becoming extractions. Did we not get this for you yesterday? I thought we got this maybe for Leo yesterday. I don't know. So Leo, there's the energy here of if you leave a situation and you get home and you're like, oh, I'm plumb worn out, I'm exhausted, I gotta go lock myself inside the house for 24 hours and shut down, then that was not an experience. That was an extraction, like a full-on extraction. You should feel recharged from the right work, from the right friendships, from the right, events and whatever things you coincide your energy with, Leo. So making sure that you, just be careful who you're giving your energy to. Because some of my Leos, you're giving your energy to the wrong things and the wrong people are in the wrong space. And Spirit is going to make it show up. Some of my Leos, check out your teeth, your lungs, your respiratory system, and your throat. Going on to Virgo. I'm going to do it correctly today. Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo. Virgo, we have hope, same energy as Pisces and Aries. So some of my Virgos could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. You could have hope in a situation. This situation also could have given you some sage wisdom. Sage could be something good for you to work with, Virgo. There's an energy here of completing a cycle, experiencing an ending. There's an energy of allowing yourself to truly integrate the information, Virgo. There's something here about having hope for a new birth, rekindling a flame. It's like someone having a campfire and the campfire like completely blew out and they got the rest of their kindling and they just have like one piece of kindling left. And it's like, okay, it's a long shot that this one piece of kindling is actually going to be able to light this whole fire, but I still have hope. And so there's an energy, Virgo, of hope. Yeah, just like I said, because it's about spontaneity here, Virgo. So this is about freeing yourself from limiting beliefs and limiting values, and that allows new springs of spiritual energy to flow through you. And so new acts of divinity may happen to you that previously were blocked because you are imprisoning your mind and your heart in a situation, Virgo. So there's an energy here of releasing yourself from the prison of your mind, Virgo. Dissipating those emotional blocks, those limiting beliefs. Virgo, we also have truth and abundance. Yeah, and doing this, releasing this, is going to bring you to a new table of abundance. And it's also going to align you with your truth, Virgo, because I feel like the way that you've been living to make a situation work is not actually in alignment with your truth. So some of my Virgos could be doing something or living a certain path or a certain way just to keep the peace like in their family. Yeah, we have shooting star, couch potato, big mad. Oh, wow. All right. Well, someone here is big mad because they sit on the couch and they're a couch potato and they hate that they see this other person becoming a shooting star. So someone is mad because they're a lazy couch potato and they're upset at somebody else who's like out doing things, and that's being a star. Virgo, you're either the couch potato or you're the star. And in some of the situations, Spirit's saying you're both. Now, if you're both, if you're ever someone who after you do like your star thing, you like chill, you sit on the couch and then you like make fun of other people, Spirit's gonna cut you off real quick. So yeah, Spirit's saying don't push me. Virgo, there's also something here. Yeah, a family. Family is affecting your choices in life. Family is affecting your decisions. You feel like you can't really fully be yourself because you would be like, what would the kids think? What would the family do? Virgo, pool. So something is pooling up. Some of my Virgos could be spending time at the pool or need to spend time at the pool or at water in general. We have 6. 6 is a very romantic number. So some of my Virgos want to romance someone or are receiving a little romance. Can you feel the love tonight? It would be da, 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 da. Okay, so Virgo, go listen to that song. There's an energy of the planet of Venus. Something is coming to completion. There's an energy here of service, devotion, support. Some of my Virgos could be really stepping into a state of refocusing, realigning, releasing control, wanting to go in a whole new path, accepting some sort of baton of life and becoming the perfect parent role models, or the perfect masculine and feminine role models. There's something here, Virgo, about like taking a paternal and maternal like seat at your throne and stepping up. And Virgo, there's definitely an energy here of building your own castle. And pack in. Some of you guys could be moving, or you want to move. And again, there's resurrection. So resurrection energy, you could be resurrecting something from the past. You could be resurrecting something that never really happened, like it never really went through because you could have been in another situation. And so you couldn't pursue something because you were currently tied up to a situation. But once you release yourself from a situation, then you can go back and try and resurrect the other thing. And you're like, it's not what you think it is. And Virgo, someone could be doing this to you. And they're like, it wasn't what you think it was. And remember on a previous reading when I was talking about how when there's a situation that happens and there's 10 people that view it, all 10 of those people can have their truth of the situation, and all 10 of those people's truths can be entirely separate. So Virgo, there's a strong need to keep that into play here. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Libra. I want to make sure my phone doesn't die before I finish. All right, uniqueness and accepting. And face the fear. Some of my Libras, people don't want to accept how unique you are, your weirdness. And other of my Libras, you don't want to accept other people's uniqueness and weirdness. And so you talk crap about them or you outcast them, and it's all out of fear and insecurity. And some of my Libras, people are doing this about you. And some of my Libras, you're on both sides of it. People are doing this about you and you're doing this to other people. And that's why it's probably happening about you, because you're doing it to other people. Or it's just happening about you because you're eccentric, and you're unique, Libra. However, Libra is the energy of camaraderie and charm and what's the word that I'm wanting? Charisma. Here's the thing with charisma though. It's not always full. Like you could just dye the puddle like dark to make it look like it's a deep puddle, and that puddle can be a half-inch deep. And Libra, that's an issue. If someone's going to get on a diving board and then dive into the puddle that you made look really deep, but it was a tiny, shallow puddle, and that's because you put on the projection and the image that it was a really deep puddle, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, well, they should have checked the depth. Well, why are you presenting it to be a certain situation, Libra, that it's not? So why are you presenting something to be something that it's not? Because you don't want to face the fear of the truth of who you are or the truth of who somebody else is. And so you're either wanting to prevent their progress moving forward, which is funny enough, preventing you from moving forward, or someone's wanting to prevent you from moving forward, and you're trying to stay in a situation to move forward, and you're fighting it when you could just leave that situation, Libra, and go to a situation that really loves your uniqueness, that picks you specifically for your individuality. You know, like this could be something, Libra, for like plus size. My phone's gonna die, I gotta go quick. Okay, so this could be something for like plus size models, right? Who are like, I'm just too fat, I can never be a model. It's like, you could be the best plus size model, but you got to go out there and actually apply for that. And then they're like, no, I just want to lose weight before I model. And it's like, but you could be like this next superstar plus size model if you just accept yourself as you are right now, Libra. And same with like somebody else. If you would accept somebody else exactly as they are and let them just be. There's an energy here of someone who just has like deep rooted beliefs about like how their body's supposed to be, or how somebody else is supposed to be, or how someone's not supposed to be, or how this. And it's like all these things, and it's like societal standards, and Spirit's just like, Libra, stop it. Enough is enough. Face the fear, accept the fact that people are different, that they're unique, and let them be different, Libra. And let yourself be different, Libra. Let yourself like actually embrace who you are, because that's when you come into perfect union in a situation, and that's when you can trust people. Is people can't trust you if you don't let them be who they are. Like, I will never be able to trust you if you don't let me be myself. And I wouldn't expect you to trust me if I didn't let you be yourself. And you can't make any connection, any union go forward, Libra, without trust. And so there's a situation here that it was doomed from the beginning because there's no trust to begin with. Also, I smell sage, and I have no sage in this apartment. So, yeah, that's interesting. So some of my Libras, you could be burning sage, or you could be told to start working with sage. I do actually want to get sage, though. Some of my Libras, there's a situation here of, hair, face, skin, mouth, eyes, ears, teeth. Focusing on your health, like doing different things with your hair, maybe getting like different hair ties. I'm seeing some of my Libras who your hair is like breaking a lot because of the hair ties you're using or because of hair ties. So maybe try like loose braids, or try different wraps, or try like headbands or something. There's something else to try with your hair. And then some of my Libras, there's something here about doing like a new skin regime. There's also an energy of don't push me. Don't lose me, F it, you lost me. So Libra, there's definitely an energy of someone going over the edge. Someone went overboard, and so they walked away in a situation, and they just don't give a f anymore. Libra, we have reinvention and making moves. So some of my Libras, you could be moving soon. You could also be ending a relationship or getting out of something, like something could have been taken away from you. Girl Get Up by Sarah Jakes Roberts. It's a really powerful YouTube sermon. I would highly recommend watching it. So yeah, Libra on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. My phone is about to die. So my Scorpios, you are clearing. Determination, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn or any of the other signs that got determination. I feel like a bunch of people did. There's an energy, I was going to say Capricorn, Scorpio, of determining, moving forward, clearing the way, clearing a path. I'm actually seeing Scorpio like someone in a forest and like clearing a path in the forest so that they can like get through. And as they get through, they keep going, and there's like a spring, and it's like, whoa, okay, I'm just gonna like pause and like stop clearing all the trees for a bit, and I'm just gonna like, you know, be with the spring water over here and get in the, so some of my Scorpios need to get in water, take a long bath, take a long shower, get in the pool, get in the ocean, get in a lake. There's an energy here of using water to clear. Also, you know, it's water energy. Scorpio, you are a water sign, so that would make sense. There is this energy of the lightness and the darkness of people are being shown to at this time, which makes sense, Scorpio, because we just had a full moon last weekend, so that energy is still present. We also have 6 planets in retrograde, and that means everything is slow and everything is going to have delays. So there's an energy, Scorpio, of when push comes to shove, is what Spirit is saying. When push comes to shove, there's a need to protect a situation. In fact, you could be clearing certain people and certain things from your life to protect a situation. Scorpio, we have purification. So again, clearing and purifying. So there's an energy here of when you shower, Scorpio, imagine that the water is gold, and as it enters your crown, it's trickling into all of your veins, all of your bones, all of your ligaments, all of your muscles, and it's turning all of them gold. And with your eyes closed, just imagine everything just becoming gold and just rinsing everything gold. When we open our hearts and our minds to our inner sun, then we fully purify our spirit and our radiance can show. So there's an energy here also of, working with sun. We have partnership and adventure and positivity. So some of my Scorpios, you could be going on an adventure with a partner, and it's a very positive adventure, and you're super excited and you're determined. And with the underbelly card, you've seen their lightness, you've seen their darkness, you've seen the best of them, you've seen the worst of them. So there's a new level of clearing and purification in the partnership, Scorpio, and there is a lot of positivity. For some of my Scorpios, this could be in a work situation, so you've like already kind of gotten to the meat of the bones or gotten past the meat to the bones of a situation, Scorpio, the bare bones of organization of how something works. And because of this, it's purifying the partnership, Scorpio, and you're going on a new adventure. For some of my Scorpios, you could be going on a new adventure for a new work endeavor. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. War. Okay, so for some of my Scorpios, this situation, we have war and Disturbia. No more gas in the red. Can't even get it started. So some of my Scorpios, you just need to get your ass in water. You need 2 nights of at least 8 hours of sleep, and you at least need like 2 days of like swimming in a pool, lake, getting in the tub, ocean, long showers, and you just need to like chill. There's an energy here of okay, we have don't push it, back off. So exactly what I said. There's an energy, Scorpio, of stepping back, just stepping back, chilling on a situation, getting in the water, relaxing. You could be going through a tunnel right now. You feel like you can't see the other side of it. And Spirit is saying instead of going through the tunnel on war mode and being like protective war mode, go through the tunnel and be like, this is an adventure. This is such an adventure. So there's an energy, Scorpio, of the story you tell yourself. Something here about the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So for some of my Scorpios, there is a focus on stability, especially we have moving here at the bottom of the deck. We have Jupiter energy, nurture, nostalgia, and stop, drop, and laugh. So sometimes, Scorpio, all you can do in a situation when all hell breaks loose is just throw your hands up, stop, drop, and laugh. So there's an energy here, Scorpio, of letting yourself laugh, giving yourself permission to laugh. And I want to clarify the war card really quick. Wisdom and grace and transformation. Yeah, so for some of my Scorpios, the way that you went through this war was through grace and with wisdom. So this could have been like a verbal war. I'm doing Sagittarius right now, by the way. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sag. And the grace also came through, I want to say maybe for Virgo? I don't know, maybe it was Leo. All right, Sagittarius, you have prosperity and clearing, celebration and release. So for some of my Scorpios, you could be, I'm hearing, I'll toast to that. I'll drink to that. So there's an energy, Sag, of clearing things from the past. And releasing your past is actually going to pull you into prosperity, and it's also going to protect your prosperity. We also have the song Behind Blue Eyes by Limp Bizkit. No one knows what it's like. Sagittarius. My dreams aren't as empty as my conscious seems to be. So for some of my Sagittariuses, and then we have Keep It Rolling, 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 also by Limp Bizkit. What's up with all the Limp Bizkit energy, Sagittarius? Some of my Sagittariuses, you could be like rolling in one direction, like you're like a train, like pummeling, and at the same time, Spirit is telling you wrong way, wrong way. And war also. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, or we'll see what's from this deck. I feel like the war is what was cleared, because we have the clearing, prosperity, and release, and it was war. So you could have felt like a situation, yeah, because you're reinventing yourself. So for some of my Sagittariuses, there's an energy of you haven't been able to fully be who you are. It's, again, kind of like Virgo energy. You couldn't really express yourself to the fullest with the people that you're with your partner, with your family, with your work situation. You know, there's something here that was restricting you and constricting you from allowing yourself to be your fullest self. And so you are readjusting right now, and people are kind of wanting to go to war with you. So like, or as you continue to come out in this new way, Sagittarius, because they're like, you can't just reinvent yourself. You can't just, like, some people here are so offended of the abundance that you're coming into, Sagittarius, is what it is. So they kind of want to take you to war because they see you celebrating, they see you releasing, they see you in prosperity, and they're like, psh, why do they get to be happy? Why do they get to prosper? And it's like, because you already went to war and you already made it through this. I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. Da-da-da. Isn't that like a Virgin by Madonna? Okay, so for some of my Sages, okay. We have Lucky 777, clear, clean, simple, and hearing clean and clear and under control. So some of my Sagittariuses, again, something with the skin. Also Jupiter and Fortune, which is all about prosperity. So it seems like that will be going in well. I love you guys. And if you'd like a personal reading, hit me up.